welcome to yet another video in our Beyond Boundaries series. So today I am joined by Silvia. I've been practicing, been rehearsing. Signoretti.
Correct.
Is it close? Close.
It's perfect.
Okay, wonderful. So it's lovely to join you. And so last time, I'm not sure when the last time I saw you. I was going to say in Zurich, but I think I have seen you since.
We met each other in London 2 months
ago. In London,
yes.
There we go. So maybe, in fact, I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself. And I'm going to start with focusing on the Swiss Insurtech Hub.
Yes, sure.
Let's go with co-founder, founder.
Exactly,
You were there in the start.
Day one. From day one. Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about you, Silvia.
Okay, so let's start from the Swiss Insurtech Hub. Is a non-profit association based in Switzerland, as the name is suggesting, and it's been founded and created by volunteers, professional volunteers from the insurance industry. So we felt that there was a gap to close in the Swiss market to get a platform where players, actors in the insurance industry would get together, and we would offer a platform where we could discuss topics or the pain points in the insurance value chain that could have been readdressed, improved, redesigned through the help of technology. So the beauty of these whole community is because we come as the founder group with very complementary skills and knowing, what we feel, what we like to do, where we like things going. And we have been attracting more and more people. So we are a thriving community nowadays, and because it's all based on also the power of the network, we've been exploiting the networks also beyond Switzerland. So the names per se feels like it's still confined in a small country, but it only also give certification that we are serious, professional volunteers, providing an exchange across boundaries.
How did you, so let's start at the beginning of that, right?
Yes.
So how did you and the other co-founders know one another?
So some of us were colleagues at the same companies, or we were just had previous working experience together. So we were coming from really different companies, insurance consulting, motivated also by different reasons, right? Some may have needed it also for call it business development opportunity or scouting new ideas for their own companies. So we are really having quite a number of touch points that really brought us together. And the good thing was that those companies that we were employed for were then supporting us with this minimum little support that was enough to cover our operational costs. So this was what kept us driving, as the promise also to give back, and organized quite a number of events of different formats. It could have been a webinar, and then we started to do more and more physical events because the community needed to be together. And we always had a mix of panel discussion, making sure that those panelists were really representing different perspectives from the industry. And most importantly, having always space for the insurtechs to be visible. It could have been being part of a panel or a pitch platform, or being, reviewed by a number of jury members from insurance companies to lead them to our annual summit and being awarded as the Insurtech of the Year. So this is all created around visibility for the Insurtech, as they bring this thought leadership in the tech space to also navigate those, call it black or obscure area of insurance, and try to make them even more transparent and more efficient.
Love it. And then tell me about the Swiss landscape. I'm not physically, I'm not literally, but more the Insurtech landscape.
Yes.
So you some incredible companies out of that, coming out of there, right?
No, I mean, you're
as
right.
Well as a big insurance.
We have quite a thriving community of startups across the different industry. It is quite a lot of investment in technology solutions, and now, Switzerland with all these AI centers that are really coming together from also the academic, support, large tech players. So you can really start. They want to maybe compete to the Silicon Valley. And of course, it's really getting more and more prominence. So AI, when we look at statistics, AI-driven startup is really growing. They want to be seen as an AI nation. And we see those entities also, playing in the insurtech space, of course. Of course, AI is now, becoming the element that needs to be embedded in what is offered, to really bring these, call it extra complementarity of skills, the humans can bring. It can, in the all type of depth and breadth of solution they can delve into. We've seen a lot of various names of really getting quite a number of funds and excelling and growing in what they do. But it's also true that in the past couple of years that there's been a little bit more, let's say, a decline in the type of investment.
Just in general?
In general, in general. But also this is reflecting in Switzerland. So the environment is amazing from a scientific technology point of view, but startup to grow, they also have to expand externally. So it's not enough to look at Switzerland as their center. So
what is the natural step for a Swiss Insurtech? Is it then off to Germany to, or is it across Europe? Is it straight away US market? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, many they look at the U.S. market because of probably the volume of business there, the size of companies. I mean, of course, when they start, and there are various, let's say, platforms that startup can use to get certain visibility or proof points of validity on what they do, and this helps a lot. For example, Zurich Insurance used to still run the Zurich Innovation Championship, offering quite visibility, given the size and the relevance of the brand. Other companies do play these type of, call it innovation labs, but they have sometimes, reduced type of scope. And so it is important to play in this field to really get access to those brands that are recognized as, a POC in a recognized company helps to advance, in their growth journey. So the Swissness is a great statement, but it needs to be complemented and supported by the trust of players.
Sure.
But this is for everyone, of course.
It is, but it's every region has its own nuance or focus or support, whether it's funding, whether it's regulatory, whether it's government, whether it's whatever.
But they all need the same thing, right?
Sure.
I mean, what insurance company need nowadays to?
Well, I was going to ask, what have you seen as not just in the 3 years of running the hub, but like in your career from an innovation perspective? What have you seen as kind of like the changes to either the approach to innovation or the maturing context of innovation within a business, within an organization? So they may be your members or.
I think very different models. As I said, so I would say, for example, when you take the Zurich Insurance, they have this very well-established process. Now they are transforming into these client venturing model. So they really go and scout for the solutions that they really tend to solve the primary priority of the companies and try to team up with those entities. You have then others that they take also in terms of corp up. They look at the broader space. They look at the various type of companies and they try to look at how to embed them in their maybe first of all Swiss operation and then use them as a launch pad for potential scalability in other regions. But then other companies, of course, they have maybe open innovation labs, and they use more the business function, of course, with the support, cooperation of operation, and the tech departments to drive innovation in the insurance value chain. So you really see different type of models, and it's difficult to say which one works best, because at the end of the day, it certainly goes down to an element of cross-functional, call it a collaboration, because you really need to see from an end-to-end journey perspective what is needed and when to make really this change that really brings the impact you're looking for. Is it efficiency? Is it better customer outcomes? Is it new products? So you really need to see where it all fits from a tech governance, overall governance from a regulatory point of view, and so on. So there are so many inputs, let's say, or call it limits into the frame of innovation that you need to look at to make it really viable. So there's not let's say, size fits all. every approach to innovation is a great approach. It just has to stick into the mentality of the leadership team.
Yeah, 100%. And we see that with our clients all around the world, and it's every setup, structure, process, set of activities, it's all different.
Yeah.
And it's all hyper relevant to them as an organization, their culture, their structure, their size, whatever. Maybe last couple of questions. Tell me what's next for you guys, right? So
what's next?
I
mean, we are in continuous evolution. We like to continue to nurture the community we have built in Switzerland. We tap into the network we have built outside of Switzerland and try to grow. We think we have created this model of community networking engagement that is really working and is super well accepted.
Tell me more about that, because I do see you around in different places around the world, right?
Yes.
So in fact, I also, throughout this meeting, I realized where we did meet for the first time, it was on a run. We crossed in London. I think it was just outside of Buckingham Palace. I was heading one direction, you were heading another direction, or something like that. Anyway, that just came to me. But tell me about how outside of Switzerland you guys are connecting.
Building from this concept of community building and bringing building a visibility platform for the insurtechs, reach out to the incumbent to create a setup where we can bring innovation to them. But and of course we are keen to see the C-suite, but we also want them to bring along their next generation of talent.
Yeah.
They need to make sure that everybody keeps in this journey, keeps the momentum about how exciting it is to embrace technology and improve what we do. So with this context, people feel like we love it. I mean, we can always carve out a couple of hours of our agenda and make time for it. So we really, in line with the objectives of area transformation, they are interested to call it investment to be time, curiosity, and maybe, who knows, investment money.
Sure.
We propose a delegation of insurtechs, and we literally create a very intimate moment, bringing the insurtech to physically present to these variety of leaders and innovation champions and exchange into a conversation. So for the insurtechs, it is a unique moment. You bring them to the incumbents.
Sure it is, yeah.
The incumbents engage into conversation. So the type of questions and attention and reception of what they hear, it's a great feedback from the market to the insurtech. Is it, do I need to improve the pitch? Is it, does it give me an hint, so now I should position better a certain feature? And how easy it is to really extract value on what is presented.
Yeah.
So,
have they worked well for you?
Yeah, it worked very well.
And how receptive are the insurers?
I mean, we have done roadshows not only in Switzerland, in UK, in Italy, and we keep on expanding. The list of countries.
Yeah, I love that.
The only limitation is time.
Yeah, of course, right, of course. I'm going to have to wrap it up, but I want to say a huge thank you to you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and best of luck for what's to come, right? Who knows what the next 12 months looks like for all of us in this innovation space with all the technologies and all the rest. But yeah, best of luck with the hub, and thank you so much, Silvia.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
So keep tuning into the Beyond Boundaries interviews. A big thank you to Silvia today, and we'll catch you in the next interview somewhere down the line.